Okay. Mark Oliver. So I'm the Manager of Business Development here at Marvell. I know this is going to be a tech field day, and I'm not. So my job here is to introduce the team here, give you a real high view of what Marvell DragonFly is, and get out of the way so that we can get this gentleman here, who is Abhijit, who is going to give you the deep dive technical presentation. Tar at the back there. Tar, wave a hand. Tar is the product marketing manager for DragonFly products. And Sunny, wave. He's going to be flying the demos for you and giving you a deep dive walkthrough on some of the technical specs for DragonFly. So that's the agenda. 2 technical sessions for you after I've given you a brief overview of the Marvell DragonFly platform. And then if we have time, we'll probably go off camera and Tar can give you a little wrap up on the way we think the industry is going and what DragonFly is going to turn into over time. What is a DragonFly? Let me pass these around. It's a fair few of you, so let me start these going. And yeah, there's 3. I want them back.
Oh, Mark,
I am counting.
be that way.
There's 2, you said. It's not right.
Okay. This one is going.
So this is the basic anatomy of a DragonFly. They all share the same underlying architecture, which is basically a bunch of DRAM up here and 1 or 2 supercapacitors on the board. There's a whole bunch of circuitry on the card that monitors the voltage on the cards and monitors the condition of those supercapacitors.
May I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, if I understand it correctly, Marvell DragonFly is a solution, not a chip.
It is a solution.
Fair to say?
Yes.
Okay.
It's this architecture of PCIe adding card. There's actually 3 products, and I'm going to give you a real high overview of those in a moment.
Thank you.
So once you've got this thing plugged into a system, if the power goes down on the system, we detect that power going down. We use the energy in these 2 supercapacitors to take all the data off this DRAM, organize it up, store all the metadata, get it the way we want it, and store it into an SSD on the back of the card, thus making it non-volatile effectively. Once the power comes back up, thank you, Abhijit. Let's just go straight to the demo. Thank you. So once the power comes back up, what we can do is take all the data out of the flash on the back of the card, put it back into the DRAM, and we're up and ready to go again. So effectively, non-volatile memory. Let me get back through the projector here. See if it survived. It did. So there are 3 basic products. They're going around here somewhere. The entry-level product, I guess, is this NVRAM, which is just what I described, non-volatile, 8 gigabytes of DRAM that gets stored onto the SSD if the power fails. If you take that base product and you add in a connector that allows you to connect up to 4 SSDs, so 1.5 terabytes of SSD storage, and give it a caching capability, and Abhijit's going to talk in detail about that, then you end up with our MV Cache product. And that can either look like 1.5 terabytes of SSD, or it can disappear itself out of the system and look like a cache. We have some use cases that we can walk you through to show you how that works. If you don't have the space in your system for the SSDs, 2.5-inch SSDs, we have the 3rd product here on the end, the NV drive. That takes those SSDs and it puts them on board on SSD modules, in this case mSATA modules. And the card that's going around here, I think, has some SanDisk SSD modules built onto the top.
Well, it did when it started going around.
All right, 3 cards and 4 modules.
What card is he talking about?
Yeah, tough crew. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is allow Abhijit to go through the details of these, because Abhijit's going to tell you all about what the use case is, what the intended use is, some of the performance numbers, and we have some demos here that Sunny's going to fly for you that will give you the top-end performance of some of these cards, and we can show you that in real time. So I'm going to skip through this, and I'm going to clear the floor here, like I promised, for Abhijit.